Hello, everybody. Welcome to What's Up? Now, you might notice there's a little bit of a change at the desk here. There's actually a really big change at the desk here. You guys know me. I'm Ricky, and I get to moderate this season, and that's really cool. But new with us, we're going to start with the only boy up here this season, Mr. Nick Oliver. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Nick.
I am the only male up here.
Oh.
I'm really excited. Junior here at Morehead State. Did some anchoring for News Center for a little bit, do a little bit of reporting, and yeah, just looking forward to season 6.
Season 6,
This is incredible,
man.
season 6 of the show.
Yep. And then, right here beside me, my lovely friend who I've known for, I don't know how many years.
Very long time.
Probably 10 years, Miss Alexis Matthews.
Hi. Yeah.
Tell us about yourself, Alexis.
Well, I'm a senior here at Morehead, and I have worked on News Center many times, anchor, reporter, and I also hosted Hear Me Roar a little bit with you occasionally. So I've never done What's Up before, so I'm super excited for this.
Woo! And she only spells her last name with one T.
Oh, that's true.
One T. And then last, but certainly not least,
I don't know
we
about
have,
that. Might be least.
hey, she's not least in my book. We have Miss Kenzie Thompson.
Hey guys, so I've done reporting. I have for News Center. I've done anchoring for News Center at the desk as a news anchor, and also for sports. I've also done guest starring for What's Up a little bit last semester. That was my first time. I work with the radio a little bit, but now I'm on the desk for What's Up for permanent time.
Permanent
Doesn't
time.
make sense.
Well,
but
we're all going to graduate. I guess Kenzie's going to stay here.
Kenzie's going to stay here forever.
for this semester anyway, and I'm also in comic at Go Kaya.
Woo!
Oh, that's great.
These are going to be, get used to these faces. These are the new faces of What's Up for season 6. And it's really exciting. I'm really excited. So, you guys, whoever wants to start, tell me about what you guys did over the summer.
Well, I'll go first, and because I'll be quick, I did nothing.
Wow.
No, I mean, I got to see my sisters, which was,
Aw.
really the only thing I had going. So,
That's
nice.
nice.
quick and easy.
Don't say the same thing as me at the same time as me, Nick.
Sorry.
It's weird.
Jinx, go to the soda machine here.
Oh.
Me this summer,
Yeah.
just hung out. I worked. I moved into my new apartment here
Ooh, that's
here
exciting.
in Morehead, so that's always exciting.
Give us your
Zer- zer-
address.
zer- zer- zer-
Okay, yeah, I guess I shouldn't say that. Just kidding.
But did a lot of Goodwill shopping. My furniture in my house is all 50 years old plus.
Older than you?
Older than me, yeah,
All right.
and probably no telling the disgusting things on my furniture, germs, and so yeah. I mean that's basically what I just moved in my new apartment and hung out.
Okay, so I just kind of hung out at home too. Went to Selena Gomez concert, so that's really cool.
Oh, she's so good.
Yeah, and then before her, I went to a Justin Bieber concert, so that was even cooler.
Whoa.
But I actually got scammed at the concert and had to buy a whole new ticket, so that was annoying. But yeah, I just kind of hung out with my friends, went camping, went to the beach, swam, tan, swam and tan. Swam and tan.
It's okay.
Words
We
are
got
hard.
it. We know what you meant.
That's summer.
We know what you meant. Well, guys, I didn't do much of anything. Bill wouldn't hire me back at the skating rink. If you're watching this, Bill, I'm salty about it. I'm real mad about it. So I didn't do anything. I got to hang out with my little sister a lot. She's 12 and she has a boyfriend now.
Oh.
12
That's
years
more
old
than
and has a
us.
boyfriend.
Yeah,
More than us right now.
Yeah.
They've been together for like 6 months. It's ridiculous.
We can share happy news.
Yeah. But, all right, guys. After this break, stick around because Nick Oliver has a special guest with him to talk about summer movies. So we will be
Exciting.
right back.
Yo, why you looking at bags, bro? What you need is a chick magnet. You put me in the room and boom, chicks. That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, where you been out all day?
Breckenridge Hall.
What's so cool about Breckenridge Hall?
Welcome back to What's Up. We are joined now, Austin Burke. You may recognize Austin. Was on What's Up as a host.
I was,
not too
and
long
now
ago.
I'm back. This is weird being up here again, Nick, but if I was going to do it with anybody, I'd rather do it with you.
Wow,
Let's
that's,
do this.
that's
man.
incredible. That's incredible. Austin, if you don't know Austin, he is a major movie enthusiast. And
Oh, yeah.
Austin, big year for summer movies.
It was a big year. There were some hits, there were some misses, but what we're going to do today, we're going to talk about not the best, but the most controversial movies, whether it's the good, whether it's the bad, or whether it's ones that broke box office records. So I'm ready, man. Let's do
All
this.
right, let's do this. So first up, this was announced on the Ellen DeGeneres show.
Oh.
So you automatically know what movie I'm talking
Here we go.
about.
Here we go.
Of the return.
The Return of Dory.
Yeah, no Nemo this time.
No,
I mean, he was in the movie.
He was
but-
in the movie, but Finding Dory was a film to me that a lot of people were excited for, but I just didn't know if it was going to be good or not because, sequels, are they doing it just to make money or are they doing it because they actually had a good concept? With Finding Dory, to me, it was one of the best animated movies of the year. It was a great film, broke box office records. It is the highest grossing movie of 2016
that's incredible.
in the United States, cracked the top 10 all time. It was a great film. There was a lot of different characters, just a lot of emotions that brought out of you. I may have shed a couple tears here and there. Just seeing Dory on the big screen again was amazing. The
Yeah,
voice
and,
talent.
I think the thing a lot of people don't realize is that Finding Dory was actually announced about 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, it's been in development for, when did Nemo come out? 2002?
Yeah.
That's 14 years. They took time, and I appreciate that. And Finding Dory turned out to be one of the best movies of the
All right.
year, not just the summer so
So
far.
out of 5 stars, what do you give it?
I gave Finding Dory a 4 out of
Wow,
5.
pretty good.
Great film. I recommend it, especially if you are a big fan of Finding Nemo.
All right, Suicide Squad.
Oh,
that was
Suicide
a big one.
Squad. Here's the controversy, buddy. Suicide Squad was one that sold people by the marketing. The marketing for this film was great. It's making a lot of money still in theaters.
Yeah.
Still number 2 after 4 weeks. But for me, Suicide Squad was good, but it could have been great. Okay, it focused on these villains of
Yeah.
the DC universe. The trailers were great. The talent behind the camera was great. The talent in front of the camera was amazing. It just didn't do it
Now,
like I wanted it
What
to
was
do it.
Suicide Squad rated?
It was rated PG-13.
PG-13, which is actually kind of surprising, right?
It was. You would think after seeing the trailers it would be an R-rated film because of the violence and whatnot, and I think being an R-rated film would have actually served it better. I think it could have been a lot better if it was longer, if it was R-rated, and if the studio didn't.
So be honest with me, this is not a
Interfere.
movie you take the mom to.
No, not at all. And for me, I gave Suicide Squad a 3 out of 5,
Wow.
which is, I mean, it's a solid, it's a positive score on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's like I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be better.
Which Rotten Tomatoes is a pretty critical website anyways, yeah.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes absolutely destroyed Suicide Squad.
All right, so throwing back to your childhood days. Remember, this is probably pre-K for us.
Oh yeah.
Independence Day.
Eh.
But this one,
No.
resurgence of Independence Day.
No,
Talk about
see,
it.
like I said, we're going to talk about the good, we're going to talk about the bad. For me, this movie was terrible.
Oh, wow,
It
okay.
was awful. Maybe my least favorite film of the year so far. And you would think.
Now, would you say that if Will Smith was in the room right now?
No, here's the thing though. Will Smith passed up on this movie.
I know.
They killed his character off.
Yeah.
And very smart decision because he chose a movie, Suicide Squad. Wasn't great, but it was a lot better than this thing. This thing was awful from start to finish. They've had 20 years. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Pretty dramatic about that one.
It is. I'm so passionate because I love the first Independence Day. It's not the best movie ever, but it's a great summer blockbuster. And if we're going for summer blockbusters, Independence Day Resurgence. Stay away when it comes out on DVD. Just saying.
All right, so next to this movie. All right, everyone freaked out when this big commercial came out. Captain America, Civil War. What about it?
Okay, I'm not trying to be a Marvel fanboy right now because I like Marvel and I
Yeah,
like
I mean-
DC. Captain America Civil War is one of my favorite comic book movies, one of my favorite movies of the year so far, arguably my favorite number 1.
Yeah.
It's a great movie, it's a great blockbuster, but it's not just a blockbuster, it's much more than that. It's got a great story, it's got great characters, the directing is so solid, and I gave it a 10 out of 10.
Which translates to a 5 out of 5.
It's a 5 out of 5.
So that-
it's
That
phenomenal.
right there, that's the top movie of the summer for you.
The best movie, best blockbuster we've had in a long, long time.
Okay. You know, I mean, I never got to see Captain America: Civil War yet.
Dude, I
I've been
absolutely
holding out on it.
And even it is the third film in the franchise, the Captain America Civil War franchise, right?
Which I feel like there's been a billion,
There has been a lot, but here's the thing: you can watch this movie not having seen the other Marvel films,
which is special.
which
a
makes
lot
it
of people can do that.
really, really good. So.
And that's a movie you can take mom to, right?
Oh, take mom, dad, granny,
All right.
grandson. Whatever.
Well, it is always a pleasure having Mr. Austin Burke in here. You can always keep up with Austin Burke on his YouTube page.
YouTube page. I do reactions and reviews on YouTube, and hopefully I'll get Nick on here soon. Guys, it was so great being back on What's Up.
Yeah, it was
so
great
great
having
being
you.
back, man.
Stick around. We'll be right back after this.
It never gets old, huh?
Nope.
It kind of makes you wanna.
Breaking the song?
Yup. I love the sunset.
I love Eagle Lake.
I love the forest. I love when eagles play.
I love the campus!
And all its sights and sounds.
Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada.
I love philosophy.
We love diversity. I love English.
And all its weird words.
I love the music.
And all its melodies. Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
I love fraternities.
I love sororities.
I love to draw things.
And all the athletes.
I love Moorhead.
It's such a pretty place.
Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada.
Welcome back to What's Up. We are going to do the first What's Hot of the season. I'm super excited. It's kind of a touchy subject. We're going to talk about the mandatory $100 flex that every single Morehead State student is being required to have because it's mandatory, like I said before. Great. We're moving on. All students, everyone, has $100, and it's supposed to be used to cover eating on campus. Like if you're a commuter and you come to campus and you have all-day classes, then you can use this 100 mandatory flex if you want to go down to 3rd Street Eats or if you want to go to the new cafe that opened at the library. But a lot of students are really, really angry about it. So what do you guys think about the 100 mandatory flex?
Well, I know that they're saying that because the tuition and stuff like that doesn't cover the cost of the meals and everything. But if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong on this, I was pretty sure that Aramark gave the school money to
I have
cover
no
dining
idea.
facilities. I could be wrong on that. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I thought. But regardless of that, I know a lot of people who are never going to be on campus because they're student teaching or whatnot, and they've been given this mandatory.
Yeah, it's one class. It's one class on campus.
Yes,
Kinsey.
Calling me.
Yes, Kinsey.
The thing that annoys me with this is that, we have this written right here that it's used to cover comprehensive dining. What's annoying is that they didn't ask us if we wanted all these new things built, which I'm sure we would have said yes, but now they're like, since we built this for you, now you have to pay it. I'm like, you didn't tell me about this, and now everything's going up by this percentage, and it's just kind of annoying that we have to pay for something that we didn't ask for.
No, I totally agree. And I think in higher education, this is starting to become a more normal thing. Is colleges for some reason think they have the right to dig in your pockets and grab money out. Personally, I like the $100 flex just because I didn't do a meal plan. Just I live off campus now.
Yeah.
So I kind of like it just having that as a support system. But why in the world are we charging people without not even asking them? Like why did
they just
Kenzie
got an
per se,
email
over
the summer that was like, hey, 100 mandatory flex.
And even though you're paying so much for tuition, you had the option. Like, you didn't have to come to Morehead. You didn't have to go to college. But you made the decision to come and pay all that money, or you made the decision to live in an expensive dorm. Like, all of that was your option, and now they're just saying you have to pay for this whether you like it or not.
And it'll be interesting next semester when next semester rolls around to see, will they continue this? Because, I honestly think that the effects of it have been more negative than positive.
Yeah.
Well, I think going back to what I was saying earlier, my friend who is student teaching, she's never going to be on campus. Do you mean to tell me that $100 they're taking from her is really going to make that much of a difference? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they could do without the money that they're taking. Right. I don't know. I'd have to look at the numbers, but I don't think it was right of them to just be like, hey, we're taking this money and we're not going to give it back to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't ask anybody about it. They were just like, this is what we're doing. And if I'm being completely honest right now, $100 flex isn't gonna last you a whole lot at Third Street Eats and everything. It's like $7 or $8 to eat at Third Street, like once a day. So I don't like $100 isn't going to make that much of a difference.
But this is what they've given to commuters and stuff. So I guess like people who maybe are not on campus, a lot aren't going to use it every day.
Oh well, we're running a little over time. Our floor director / producer Jacob is yelling at me over there. So stick around with us, and when we get back, we will continue the What's Hot topics.
Addison, why are you dressed up like that?
Because you're in a dream, John.
How can you prove that?
Your body's still there.
What?
Wake up and smell the coffee. Java City.
Welcome back to What's Up. We are going to continue the What's Hot topics here at the table. It might get a little heated because we're going to talk about the presidential race. Now, according to CNN, Hillary has a 65% chance, Hillary Clinton has a 65% chance to be the next president of the United States. How do we feel about that?
I feel great about that.
I feel like I should go home after hearing that.
I feel like we should. Bye. We're done here because
That doesn't sound terrible.
apparently Hillary's going to be the next president. So, no, we don't. I mean, I know that right now I'm not voting for Hillary.
I know that I'm not voting for Hillary Clinton, but
I don't know if I'm going to vote for
and
Hillary.
Nick's opinion doesn't matter, so.
No, I mean I am definitely voting for Hillary because I don't want somebody with that type, like that hair running.
If you're voting based on hair, then
no, okay.
You shouldn't be voting
no,
anyway,
I'm really not. That was a joke.
I mean, we can look at
I
Hillary's
really
out there.
I
It's
don't
not hot
like
either.
Trump for a lot of different reasons, but I'm voting for Hillary because
her hair.
Yeah, her hair.
I mean, as long as you're not voting for Hillary just because she's a woman.
That's what I think. Like,
because
that defeats the purpose of women
feminism.
equality, you know?
Yeah, like
And
let's
everything
vote
that
for
she stands
Hillary
for.
just because she's a woman.
Because I also
No.
because you believe in what
Exactly.
she stands for, you know?
Yep.
But it is very impressive. I think you could agree that a woman is.
Right, yeah, but
incredible.
but even myself, like I'm not like a feminist. Like I obviously believe in like women's rights and stuff, but I'm not like, man, that's just so awesome. But I do think it's like cool, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just weird. Carry on. Carry on.
Well, I mean, I am a feminist, but also I remember being a little, like very little when Bill was still president, and I remember seeing Hillary and like knowing that she was just a very important woman, and you know, for
inspiring.
me, yeah, it is very inspiring. And when I was watching the Democratic National Convention, I got very emotional during the whole thing. But I was actually a Bernie supporter, and I was going to vote for him, but Clinton got the nomination. So I will be voting for her because I despise everything that Trump stands for.
Well, see, I despise everything that Hillary stands for. I am a conservative, which I can be kind of balanced in my social views. I believe in the rights of people, even though I might not agree with them. I believe that they should always have that right to do whatever that they please. But I hold true to those conservative values, and I just have to stick with the party that supports them, even though he might not have always supported those. But there's been things that Hillary hasn't always supported too. So I just feel like, follow your heart.
Well, speaking of conservatives here, oh my gosh, sorry, I just cut Nick off. Sorry, we're going to move on. We are going to talk about how Kentucky is predicted to be a solid Republican state.
I mean, that's nothing new.
Yeah,
Kentucky's always
I
going to be a
believe that.
Republican state. I mean, and it's just honest. Look at Eastern Kentucky.
It's
look
the
at
start
that
of the
area. I
southern
mean,
border.
we're
Yeah,
Republican
but
state.
based on people that you talk to, is that surprising? Because
No.
I know there's a lot of my friends who, like, I only talk to Hillary supporters.
I'm gonna
and,
be
like,
honest
I don't
with
ever
you.
find another Trump
I'll
supporter
be honest
anywhere.
with you with this. You know, if you're talking to all these people, I mean, only half of them are probably registered voters, especially on a college campus, and it's not and I'm not saying anything bad about college students, but it's just, you know, they don't always have the ways of going to vote. So I mean, it goes either way.
It's not just college students though, because I know a lot of people my parents' age and older that don't vote either, which infuriates me.
Yeah.
But I lost what I was saying.
That's okay.
There you go.
I also feel that way too, being on a college campus, because college students seem to be more liberal because they're leaving home and they're developing their own thoughts about how they should live their own life. And I feel like that's really who I've talked to too. You know, people who, this is just a broad representation, but free college, you know, things like that, or just things that more of a liberal candidate would stand for. I feel like I know a lot more Hillary supporters than
but see,
Trump
I don't.
But you don't?
I don't.
That's
I
crazy.
know more people who are Republicans and support Trump than I do Clinton.
Maybe
That's
we
great.
hear what we want to hear.
Maybe we just filter it out.
Hillary supporters.
Listen, either way, this Trump feller, way too radical, insane.
But do you think people can trust Hillary?
No.
You can't
is
trust
the
any
question.
politician.
But
That's
Trump's
the thing.
not a politician.
How
do you say that? Because everyone gets mad about it.
Okay, well,
Yes.
he's not a politician, so where does he have any, how can he run a country?
He's a businessman.
Listen,
Well,
I don't
which
care.
is what
I don't
would
care if
be-
he's a politician or not. Let's just look at him in general. He's
He's
most
a horrible
disrespectful.
person.
He's a disgusting human being.
She's a liar.
Absolutely.
Every
cannot be
politician-
taken in
But
this
she's
office.
lied. She hasn't lied about what promise she's going to make about teachers. She lies about sending troops to Benghazi and
Literally
getting them
every
killed.
politician lies. That's the thing.
I'm not
though.
dying under her belt.
Wow.
Whoa.
Well, all right, guys. Stick around. It's a little heated up here, so we need a little time to cool off. And when we get back, Nick and Kinsey are going to show us some yoga. So stay tuned.
MSU is learning.
School spirit. Teamwork. MSU is Greek. MSU is diverse.
Historical.
Beautiful.
MSU is educational.
Fitness.
It's hands-on.
MSU is the sound. MSU is art.
MSU is potential.
MSU is much more.
Hey guys, welcome back to What's Up. We're here today with Kendall McDonald from the Rec Center, and she's a yoga instructor there. And so today she's just going to show me and Nick a few yoga moves, and hopefully you guys can watch too, and just kind of get some help from her. So if you guys want to, or if you just want to tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
So I've been teaching for about 3 years now at the Rec Center. Been doing yoga for about 5 years, and I'm just going to show you guys a simple little sequence that you can do for either stress relief. This is something you can do at home, or if you work out a lot, something to help relieve the soreness after a really tough workout.
So 2 rookies here. Both of us can do it, I guess, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yoga is for
All right.
everyone. Yoga is for everyone. So we're going to come up to the front of your invisible mats here.
I know my mat looks awesome.
And we're going to do a forward fold. So the important thing here is your hips. You're going to hinge at them, keeping your legs and back straight. So you're just going to hinge at the hip. Nice forward fold here.
Hips
Go as
don't lie.
far as you can. And bring your hands down to the floor whenever you're ready. And once you're here, we're going to take it into a downward dog to really stretch the back. So you can take both feet back, keeping the hips as high as you can. Just pushing those hips up, stretching the lower back here. And then we're going to go into a chaturanga.
Chaturanga. Spell it or we can't move on to the next thing.
I don't know Sanskrit.
Spell it now.
Chaturanga. No, we're not going there.
We can sing while chaturanga. Chaturanga.
Move on.
So we're going to put our knees down and untuck
Right.
our toes. You'll push your weight forward over your hands.
Okay.
And then you're just going to bring yourself down like a push-up.
All right.
Nice and controlled.
Okay.
Do you know what a push-up is, Nick?
I don't do that many, if you can't tell.
I think he's done maybe a couple in his life. So then we're just going to push our torsos up into cobra pose. Another really good back stretch. You want to make sure you look up.
Kenzie, do your best snake impression.
No.
And then just take a deep breath and bring it back down.
All right, back down.
And then we're going to tuck the toes under. We're going to bring it back up into that down dog. Bring the hips up into the air. And then we're going to bring it back forward by taking our right foot, bringing it forward. Maybe you need to take your hand.
I knew it was too good to be true.
To bring your foot in between your hands into runner's lunge. And then we're going to bring it back to that forward fold by taking the back foot, meeting the front foot.
Wow.
And then nice, big, deep breath here so we don't get dizzy when we come up. Bring your arms out. Bring yourself up. Nice exhale. And that's it. A really simple sequence.
Moral of the story, don't stretch your muscles.
Yeah, no kidding there. So you were saying earlier, anybody can do this. This is an exercise anybody can do at home.
Yeah.
And it's not an expensive hobby to get into, right? I mean, how much is a yoga mat? And
about $7.
And where can you buy them at Walmart?
Yes, you can get them at Walmart. You can even get them at Burke's, TJ Maxx, Amazon.
Right. I don't know if this yoga mat is suiting for me, but.
Oh, you could pull it off.
Yeah. All right. All right, so let's just get extreme. Let's get crazy. So
right.
show us one exercise that rookies can't do, but we're going to prove you wrong, right, Kenzie?
I am.
Okay.
All right.
She is.
So we're going to do a mermaid pose. So let's just go ahead and stretch out the hip in a pigeon pose. So just like that runner's lunge, just bring that shin down.
Okay.
Bring the back knee down. I tuck the back toes. Just stretch the hips for a second on the forearms.
Feel it.
And then you're going to just push it back up. And you're going to let the weight come onto your thigh here. And then we're going to start with a quad stretch. So you're just going to take your hand, reach back for that foot.
Oh, man.
Some tight quads there.
Some pretty tight quads.
So if you get your quads loosened up enough, you can bring this back foot into your elbow.
That's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen.
So you're just going to stay there. You're going to listen
That's
to your
fine.
body.
That's fine.
And you're going to stay there. And then eventually, once that's flexible enough and you have enough back flexibility, you can actually make this a bound.
Oh, my goodness.
The mermaid.
Into your mermaid
Best
pose.
looking mermaids I've ever seen.
You look like a dolphin.
You know?
Graceful merman.
Now, did you do ballet too, or is this?
I did do ballet.
Okay, so it's kind of.
I did ballet.
Well,
Yeah,
hey,
she
so
got it.
if interested in any of Kendall's classes, they meet on Monday at 8 p.m. at the Rec and Wellness Center. She also does a yoga ball class.
Yes, I do.
Wednesdays at 8 p.m. at the Rec and Wellness Center. But I'll be there. Our producer Jacob comes. It's a great time. Hope to see you guys there. And for now, we'll be right back. Hang with us.
Welcome back to What's Up. That was a great episode, guys. A great first episode.
Yes.
It got a little heated at times, but we all love each other.
I respect everyone.
And we all respect each other. It's fine. That was some great yoga.
Small print at bottom.
I was really impressed with your yoga skills, Nick.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, Kenzie's a dancer, so
Who do
I
you
was
think
like,
did it better? Come on, just be honest.
well, Kenzie's a dancer, so obviously Kenzie did it better.
I love you, Nick. I love you.
Oh, God.
We all love each other. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed it. And to let you guys know, we are going to keep you updated on the presidential race up until the election. So almost every episode probably we will be talking about what's up. Are you guys excited?
I'm excited for that.
Are you guys excited?
It's going to get real ugly.
Are you excited for the
I'm
season?
excited to be best friends at the end of it, right, guys?
Oh, yeah. we should make like a handshake or something.
I'm terrible at handshakes,
cool.
though.
Okay.
Wow, what a handshake. Wow. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the episode. And always stop and listen to
What's Up?
Bye.